Hello everyone. Today I'll be starting a series about how to do technical analysis and I'll be making a number of videos. Today will be the first video. I'll be explaining how to do the analysis and how to read charts. So the first assumption I'm making is that everyone who's watching this video knows how to read a candlestick chart. So and how the candlesticks are formed. So I'm not going to explain the wicks and the bodies and how to read the chart. If you don't know how to do that, you can just watch some other video. I'm going to directly go into how to do the analysis. So in this video, we will talk about uptrend, what is an uptrend, and then we will talk what is a downtrend and what is a sideways market, because these three are the only possibilities in the market. There is no fourth thing. Either the market is in uptrend or is in a downtrend or is it sideways. There is no fourth thing. So we'll start with the uptrend. What is an uptrend? In uptrend, we will have a first move, the initial move. Then we will have a correction which will not cross the initial level. So this is our bottom level, this is our top level, and this is our correction. Then the next move in an uptrend will cross the top side resistance and make a new high, and then we have this higher level. In the second correction, we will come down, but the main principle here is that it will not cross below. Let's name these A, B, C, D. Now the basic principle is that the market will make a higher high and a higher low. So this in the A to B move, our high is B and our low is C. So in an uptrend, we will always make higher high, which is D, and we'll make a lower high. A higher low. Sorry. So we'll make a higher low. That means the market should not cross point C or this line. If it crosses this line, then the uptrend is broken. Let's say it closes here, then this uptrend is broken. So the basic principle is it can even close till here, or it can just do like this. But the basic principle is it should not cross C, and this C to D move should go above A to should go above B. It can be like this as well, doesn't matter. And this move can look something like this. This is still an uptrend because we made a higher high and a higher low. Now let's take it back to this level, and let's say we did something like this. Now this is our point E, and then we will either continue the trend or we will change the direction depending on the market. So now this will be point F, and this is our F high, and the market will not cross below point E and the uptrend will continue. So this is how an uptrend goes. Remember this line, it will make higher high and higher lows. It will not cross this low. If it crosses, then the uptrend is broken. So if we just reverse this, it becomes a downtrend. The downtrend will look something like this. We'll make a low, and then we'll make a high. This is our high, this is our low. Now the basic principle is the same, just reversed from the uptrend, that the market should cross the low and make a lower low, and it should not cross the previous high, and it should make a lower high. Just like in the uptrend, we made a higher high and a higher low, will make a lower low and a lower high in the downtrend. So the downtrend will look something like this. It can be of any length. The only principle which I have repeated many times, that it should cross the low, that this low should be broken every time, but this high should not be broken. For example, uh, this low could not, if it breaks this low, I mean this high, then the downtrend is broken. I hope you have an idea about the uptrend and the downtrend. I'll just go through it once again. So we have this uptrend and this is a downtrend. Market going above the high every time and not going below the low. Opposite in this, crossing the low every time but not going above the high. So this is our uptrend and this is our downtrend. And then we have the third, which is the sideways market, where the market spends most of its time. I think all of you have heard it, that market is 70% time sideways and 30% time moving, or 80-20, or some people say 60-40. But the main point is that the market is more sideways than the trending market. Now, what is a sideways market? In a sideways market, it can occur anytime. If we have a point A to point B, then we come down. Now, if the market is not able to cross this level, then we have our first question mark, because this is neither a downtrend as of now and neither a uptrend, because for a downtrend it should cross the low and for a uptrend it should cross the high. So now we have our first question mark. And if, let's name these points A, B and C. So the market couldn't cross point B and the market couldn't cross point C. Now we are stuck between point B and point C. We don't know where the trend is. This is called a sideways market. We don't want to trade in the sideways market because the market is not going anywhere. The moves are small, it is moving all over, so it is difficult to make profit. As long as the market doesn't cross point B or point C, we call it sideways market. So the market will keep moving like this. It will come back. It will do like this. We will have small uptrends or downtrends within a sideways market, but the overall scheme would be the sideways market. This can occur in a downtrend as well. For example, the price moved like this, then it came up. Now this is our low and this is our high, but the market will not be able to cross the low and it will not be able to cross the high. It can touch these levels, but the point is it is not breaking these levels. So we'll have a resistance at this level and we have a support at this level. I'll talk about support and resistance in the next video. In this video, I'm just clarifying about the market movements, which is 3 types, as I have mentioned: an uptrend, a downtrend, or a sideways market. So I hope you got an idea about the sideways market and a uptrend and a downtrend. It is easy to identify whatever time frame you are using. For example, this is Bharti Airtel chart on the 4-hour. So if we look at this, let's take any point of reference. Let's take this move. Then we had this down move. So this is our below level, this is our top level, and then this market made this, and then this. The point is, till it crosses our high, the market is consolidating and we have a question mark. not a question mark, sorry, we have a sideways market. As soon as the market crossed this high, this is our point A, this is our point B, this is our support, and this is our point C. And then now for a downtrend, the market should not cross, this is C and this is D. So for a uptrend, the market should not cross C. So the market stopped at C, came up. Now we have a question mark because the market couldn't cross point D, but it is stuck in between D and C. But then we had a breakout. Now this became our point E. This becomes our point F, and it keeps on going like that. Whenever we fail to make a high or a low, for example, this, we did something like this, the market failed to cross, we put a question mark that what's happening. It is above the support and it is below the resistance. So this is when we form triangles, because the market will do something like this. So we'll have a triangle. I'll talk about triangles and the other patterns in some other video. So it will basically look something like this, that we made a high, we made a low, and we are not able to either cross any of them. So the market will keep on consolidating and we'll have a triangle. And then we'll have a breakout. We'll talk about those later. No need to worry. Patterns, support and resistance, volume, everything. This is an introduction, if you want to call it. And we talked about an uptrend. An uptrend is when we make higher highs and higher highs and higher lows. Downtrend is when we make lower lows and lower highs. And a sideways market is when we are stuck between a support and a resistance and we are moving within it, which the market spends most time. So if we see in this example, this is basically a sideways market, and all this up move happened in 1 or 2 days, and we were just stuck for the sideways market for the most of the time. I hope you got an idea that what is an uptrend, downtrend, and a sideways market. In the next video, we will talk about 3 things: what is support, what is resistance, and what is a trend line. So, okay, I hope you learned something, and see you in the next video. Thank you.